Hi, welcome Scorpio to your early August 2020 reading. I hope you're well. You are one of the most, I think, powerful signs. Not everyone can kind of get a Scorpio. It's not always obvious that you're dealing with a lot of power when you meet a Scorpion. And you can quite easily come across as very passive and easygoing. And, oh, you got the sun. All right, we're going to start now. I'll put these like this and we'll take them from the deck. But yeah, you're powerful. Oh, look, you got the sun as well. Wow, okay, the sun. I'm doing the Celtic cross for you. The Ace of Wands, we're very passionate. Choices with the Seven of Cups, very nice. The Queen of Cups, oh gorgeous. I mean, that's your energy, a high vibrating Scorpio. Queen of Cups, water energy for you. Then you've got the Four of Pentacles, okay, holding on to something. The Hierophant, right, traditions and spiritual things. Let's see, how are you seeing? Oh, the Tower. Do you know what? This actually came out in my pre-shuffle, the Tower, so you've definitely got a Tower going on. The Hermit card, more considered. Seven of Swords, what's going on? And then the Eight of Cups, so moving away. And let's look at what's at the bottom of the deck. What have we got? Oh, okay, the end of something. I wonder if the Tower's going to bring something in to finish, because you've got that Ten of Swords. Something's painful there. Oh, it's never boring, is it, with you, Scorpio? Right, okay, so the first card is the Sun card. This is like fertility, growth, abundance. You've got energy and power behind you with the Sun card here. So it's saying the time is hot. You know, the time is right for you to strike. Things are growing. There's success around you. You've got this childlike enthusiasm, or the energy of a child. You know, see two children there. It can talk about two people, you know, feeling passionately about each other too. I'm feeling with this today. Obviously, it varies each time we do a reading, but that's what I'm feeling here. And this reading is general. It's not for everyone. But with the Ace of Wands here too, it could talk about a very passionate connection. I mean, there's heat, isn't there? You've got the sun, you've got the wand, fire, fire, fire. So very interesting there, Scorpio, what's going on? Somebody's got you heating up and you're feeling good, you're feeling full of life, virile energy is on your side. So at the base of the spread, there's choices. So yeah, is this kind of giving you, you know, maybe you've got a choice of people that are interested in you, you know, maybe you're, well, Scorpions are usually quite sexy anyway, I'll just say that now, but yeah, you've got this kind of magnetic charm that people can't help feel drawn to, and yeah, I mean, you know, yeah, sometimes you burn, I think, but you can, yeah, you've got choices going on here with these Seven of Cups, so maybe you've got yeah, maybe there's someone who's coming into your radar that you're thinking, yeah, I might pursue that person. They seem very exciting to me emotionally. They're kind of opening me up, and I'm starting to think, yeah, we could, yeah, experience quite a lot of passion and love here, and raise your vibrations, you know, to really advance yourself spiritually, so with this person, and it feels alive and exciting, very nice. And with the previous energy being the Queen of Cups, it feels like you're coming from a place of love as well. I mean, you could be moving towards this Queen of Cups who's, you know, water energy like you are as well, but yeah, it's she's gorgeous, and this is, I think they say she's the Queen of Love, so one of the highest vibrations for a love reading, you know, so this does look like it's a love reading, I'll just say that now. Yeah, so the Queen of Cups, someone who cares, you know, she's feels strongly with her heart, that goblet of love overflowing in her hands, close to her bosom, you know, so it's somebody who loves and feels love strongly, and I think it's going to be quite intense actually, this connection you've got with someone, but it's coming from a good place, you know, this is really loving, caring energy with the Queen of Cups, caring about other people's needs, and romantic as well. So, and yeah, well, we'll see how we go through the rest of the reading. At the top of the spread, you've got the Four of Pentacles, so I think you're holding on to this very tightly. You're realizing its importance, and you're thinking it's going to bring value to your life in this connection with this other person. It's making you feel alive and virile. I know I already said that, but virile energy. So yeah, it's quite exciting. Yeah, I mean, Scorpions, you can be a bit possessive, so I feel like if this person's everything you want them to be, you'll be holding on tight to them, and yeah, okay. Right, and in your forward moving energy, you've got the Hierophant, so this is about spiritual awakening as well. It's moving up to a higher level, you know. He's got his fingers gesturing up, sort of saluting the universal, spiritual universal energy of, you know, as above so below. And, you know, I think you might have manifested this person into your life as well. I mean, if you're switched on as many Scorpions are, you know, you're very deep thinkers, and still waters run deep, and I think that's very true with a lot of Scorpions. Not that you are still for long, but you know, so I think, yeah, you're connecting in a spiritual way with this person as well. So, you know, you could be involved, you could have met this person in a large establishment, could be a college or a university, or some kind of education place, or even a hospital. You could have met this person there, but or it could be even a celebratory event, you know, if you've got some kind of yeah, spiritually coming together of people in large numbers. I mean, I don't know how many numbers we're allowed at the moment with COVID, but you know, you could be meeting this person in some kind of gathering, and it just feels like, yeah, you're moving to higher levels, and people are learning together, or at very least following established routines or meanings to raise their vibrations. So very nice connection with this other person. Let's see if we can find out some more. So yeah, you're feeling the Tower moment. Is this person rocking your world? The Tower is very strong. I mean, it does rock you to your core. It's changing your foundations. What you thought was stable is not anymore. I mean, you're Mars. You're not really worried about that kind of thing. You don't really hang on for some. I mean, you do dig in. You know, you're quite you're one of the more structured signs. You know, you dig in and hang on, but at the same time you don't mind change. You know, you'll bring it around. You're ruled by Mars, so it's progressive thinking. You know, keep moving forward, and often can make major changes in your life, and that would tie in with the Tower card. So this person, yeah, could be really changing your life as you know it. It's bringing in a brand new awareness where things are being absolutely pulled down, and your old beliefs are just being, you know, wiped away, and you're starting afresh with this new feeling of, you know, just a powerful revelation that will bring change into your life. So you might be spreading your wings in some way here, Scorpio, with this other person. In your environment, there's the Hermit card, so you might be taking some time to reflect, or this other person might be. I mean, have you got a Virgo around you? The Hermit is going inwards to look at and find which way they're going. You know, it's looking at that star and saying, you know, in the lantern there, it's like, this is my dream and my hope, and you're not going to be easily swayed by others. It's saying you're following your own star. So maybe this Tower coming in is part of your own, like we said already, I feel like you've manifested this change that's come in that's quite dramatic. So you may have manifested this yourself by listening to your inner instincts and your inner guidance system, and realizing that, yeah, this is the way I want to go. And you've got experience already. I know you're not fresh out of the chicken coop, you know. You're someone who's, you know, you've been around the block a few times, and yeah, had a couple of relationships before at the least, and it feels like you're heading towards something that's much more you. And it might be under the radar because you're on your hopes and minds, your attitude to the situation is that Seven of Swords, where in the past you might have been hurt, and you've been through difficult situations, maybe with someone who you didn't see eye to eye with, but now you're moving forward in a way that works for you, Scorpio. Yeah, you're in charge of which direction you're going in, but it's not for all eyes to see with that Seven of Swords, yeah? Healthy selfishness and all that. The overriding energy is that you are walking away from something or someone. Maybe that's how you move towards this, this Queen of Cups energy, this loving, passionate, sun-shining over you beginning. You know, that's the center of the reading, and then overriding is moving away. I feel like because you've got that Four of Pentacles there where you're hanging on to something, but also at the same time moving away from someone. So I feel like maybe two people are involved in your life that are significant. There's someone that you're moving away from, because emotionally they just don't fulfill you anymore. You may have in the past had a reasonable amount of happiness with them. It wasn't awful, but at the same time you want more. You just feel like, I mean, you're ambitious, you know, you're ruled by Mars, you can be quite competitive, you know what you want, and you'll go for it, you know, with tenacity, so and drive. So there you go, with that red cloak of passion, off you go looking for that absolute dream, you know, the absolute connection that works for you. And dare I say, it will be a passionate one as well. You know, it looks very passionate because you've got that there with the bottom of the deck was that Ten of Swords. You know, something has really outgrown you, or you've outgrown it rather. And I mean, it's a graphic image here, but it's a relief to see the Ten of Swords, because that's saying that's as bad as it gets. You know, what you've been through with this other person, it's not going anywhere else. You've really taken it a lot, as far as it can healthily go, and you've exhausted it actually, and you've given it everything you've got. You've really given it everything you've got and tried to make it work, and you realise now there's just no going anywhere with that, and from the bottom the only way is up, so off you go. You've got the drive and the power. I mean, I can't help notice the next card is the Judgment card underneath that on the deck, so you are making a call of judgment. It's like where you were living your life maybe in the shadows, and it just wasn't as good as you wanted it to be. Now you're able to say, okay, I'm going to make this choice, and I can see this ending, and I know which way I'm heading towards. It's towards this passionate sunshine energy, where the sun shines on the Queen of Cups, and off you go. You know, you're making it's probably a big choice you've got to decide on, and I did see that with the two significant relationships in this reading. So you're choosing to go with the one that's not painful. You know, you're letting go of that thing that was so, words were probably said that were painful as well and hurtful, and it's just not a comfortable environment to be in with that Ten of Swords there. It's really unhealthy, so it's really good that you've realised it and you're going to let it go. So let's look for some clarifiers from the Animal Oracle, and we'll do the another deck as well to clarify for you. Right, so Scorpio is making a big change. The sun is shining on you at this time. It's the right time for you to make this decision that you've got to make that's significant for your life's journey, you know. And that Judgment card is the one just before we get to the end of the, you know, the World card. So it is, with that Ten of Swords, it's the end of a major cycle in your life, and you're about to feel the benefits of all your experience, and the, oh, you've got two. Okay, you've got two there. So act as if, with the chameleon spirit, and then surrender now. Surrender now. So the chameleon, I mean, you know, they change colours and they can adapt to their environment. So I mean, the Scorpios can do that very nicely as well. You know, adapting to your situation, and yeah, like we said about the Hierophant card, you're manifesting, you know, as above, so below. You're blending into your situation and just putting the cloak around you of what suits you with that chameleon. So how does it feel when you're in your happiest place, or who would you be with? What would you look like and smell like and feel like and, you know, taste like? And by manifesting those ideas and making the muscle in your brain that allows you to make that grow and manifest in your spirit and in your mind, then you're able to bring that into the real world. So yeah, that's one question. That's one thing it's suggesting to you there. And then the Moth spirit, surrender now. So like a moth to the flame, isn't it? So you are being drawn. I mean, you've got that Ace of Wands, and then, or rods, and then that Sun card. I mean, there's heat there, isn't there? And more heat in this. I mean, look at that amber and warm orange glowing colour. So yeah, you're being drawn to someone, and it feels like it's hot there for you, Scorpio. I think you'll love it very much. Right, let's take one of the energy oracle cards now to finish off with. Scorpio, so always so, hang on, I haven't finished shuffling, so I'm just going to do it again. Always so exciting with Scorpios. What's the energy for Scorpio? What's going on in this clarifying energy for Scorpio today? Such big cards, these. I'll shuffle them this way. So of course this is a general reading, but my intention is to give or pass on any helpful messages that come through the cards, and hopefully raise your vibrations and give, yeah, just maybe some different aspects or perspective of your situation and how you're looking at it. And it's always the same, I feel, with tarot. I love it because you can try on different hats in the privacy of your own home before you decide to act on things. You know, it just gives you that insight that you wouldn't necessarily have. It's another way of looking at it and exploring in your capacity, spiritual and emotional imagination. You know, which way would you like your life to go, and who would it be with, what would it look like, and then bring that into reality, or reject it if it just doesn't feel right. But at least you had the chance to try it on for size before you fully went down a path that might not really have suited you. Tarot is brilliant for that. Okay, we're ready. Which is this card? All tied up. So are you feeling tied up in a situation, Scorpio? or is there someone that you're heading towards that feels tied up? Sometimes it's kind of saying to you, why do you feel limited, or why do you feel tied up? What would it be that's actually holding you up? Because sometimes it can be in our imagination, and sometimes we can be deciding that we want to be tied up. So it could be this other person you're heading towards, or maybe the person you're breaking away from. Maybe you're feeling tied to them, but we don't actually have to be tied to anybody. As they always say, you've got to. It's like if your plane was going down, you don't put the face mask on the person next to you to save them. You put it on yourself first, then you can save them. So, look after yourself, and then you're able to see more clearly about who you want to have around you, and who you don't want to have around you. So free yourself, really. I think this card is saying today, Scorpio. You already are. I'm feeling that you are. I think you're realizing through this all tied up that you're not actually as tied up or tangled with someone as you think you are. She's got that little look in her face. It's quite, it's kind of innocent, but it's also saying, am I really? It's quite cute, isn't it, in a way? So, yeah, Scorpio, you know what you're doing. You're strong, and you've got the sun card. The sun is shining on this relationship that's very passionate there, very exciting with the Queen of Cups energy. Yes, she's going to rock your world, or he, whatever it is, and you're going to adapt your situation because you're drawn to this person like a moth to the flame, and it's a spiritually elevating relationship there with that Hierophant card. And it's the end of another situation that didn't suit you anyway. Right, Scorpio, please click on like and subscribe if you enjoyed this reading, and I'll be back with you in about a week's time. And thank you so much for everybody that's subscribed already. It really helps me to grow the channel. Sending you so much love and light. Thank you for watching, and see you very soon. Bye for now.